Good early morning and welcome to Raiatea. Today we're on an adventure to explore the Faaroa River and then we'll see what else we find in this town. But Saturday, so we are already told that things close about noon. It's a half day off for everybody, which is pretty nice, I guess. Unless you're looking to explore. Anyhow, come see what we find today on Travel with the Doobies.
Well, we're back, and the day again starts with an amazing sunrise over the South Pacific. In fact, maybe two suns in the sunrise? Anyhow, Adai, our morning barista, made me a double shot latte to enjoy in the yacht club as the morning began. So it was another day to split up the Doobies on this second day on the Star Breeze. While Danny Doobie enjoyed some room service pancakes and a massage in the spa thanks to our friend Julian and his onboard credits, Donna and I were set to take a small boat to explore the Faaroa River and then enjoy a little time on a private Motu. Donna Doobie's excited about her river tour. And again, we had a nice reception this morning with local musicians and a dancer. A real foreshadowing of the surprises to come this evening. Our guide Tama, short for Tamahiri, collected our small group and took us past the hulking Norwegian sun and to our small outrigger boat that would carry us up the Faaroa River. Along with the spectacular scenery, Tama would talk about the Polynesian culture, history, a little politics maybe, and the factors that have shaped modern French Polynesia.
My name is Tama, by the way. He got his license yesterday, so hey.
All right.
I want you to know that you are in good hands. For security purposes, in the front, for life jackets, we have two coconuts. It's where the Polynesian first came. So it's represented by an octopus. The head is on Raiatea, and the tentacle that stands out to Hawaii, New Zealand, and Easter Island. That makes up the Polynesian Triangle. And you are in the Society Archipelagos, the Leeward Islands. We have 5 different archipelagos, so 5 different languages. Okay, so we're gonna go visit a river, and then I'm gonna speak to you about the where we're from, what the culture, and the arrival of the first Europeans. Et bon?
Interesting thing is that an estimated 80% of French Polynesia's 268,000 people are of native Tahitian descent. 5% are Marquesan, and 3% are native Austral Islanders. It's also interesting that 8.1% of people living in French Polynesia were born in France, which is down now from the 9.3% in the 2007 census. As French Polynesia has gained greater independence late last century, there was an emphasis around Polynesian arts, culture, and language. And the Tahitian language, which was outlawed under France and through the influence of missionaries, was made an official language only in 1977. What we learned from Tama on this trip was that there is less of a feeling of resentment of French colonizers than there is an emphasis and insistence that the Polynesian culture and people be respected. And also that mixed heritage people have a thankful spirit for all of their ancestors. I think this underlying spirit of the people of this country is what makes you feel so welcome as a new visitor. The Faaroa River is the only navigable river in all of French Polynesia and sits under the 2,000-foot peaks of Mount Tamahane. Mount Tamahane is the only known location where a special flower, the Apatahi tiare, grows. This small gardenia-like flower grows in a half circle and resembles a hand with 5 petals when it blooms, and it is illegal to pick the flower, and it is extremely endangered, with perhaps as few as only 20 remaining. The legend of this flower is that when a young woman died of a broken heart, her hand was transformed into the tiare apatahi. The flower is also associated with the afterlife, as souls of Polynesian people return to the center, the head of the octopus, Raiatea, after death, and when the flower blooms, their souls are released. Continuing upriver, we pass by a small hut selling coconuts on the banks. Tama assures us we'll stop on the way back for those who want to partake. Then we run across a bend where there are land crabs, which are in tune with the vibration of the boat engines, and our captain tosses out pieces of bananas that the crabs greedily drag back to their dens. Yeah, I don't think I'll take a nap on this riverbank. I saw House of Dragons.
if it urinates, it will give you leptospirosis.
Yeah.
So when you eat a fruit, always rinse it. If you were to drink this water, I would not.
No, I would not.
Way up. Voila. So you gotta be careful. Fisher, and it's an endemic species right here.
So for 200 French Polynesia francs, they're about $1.90. Some of our fellow travelers grabbed coconuts, and we made our way back down the river for our next stop. We're going to have a little time to enjoy the lagoon of Raiatea on Motu Iriru. A little bit of information on these motus in French Polynesia. Since most islands do not have a traditional beach, locals and tourists alike have their beach days on these small white sand islands that form the lagoon and along the reefs. Most motus are privately owned, so it's bad form to just show up with your boat and set down a towel or stoke up a fire. It really is best to utilize this episode's theme of making new friends or join a tour group to identify the best motu for your beach day. Motu Iriru is actually a public motu and well maintained, but if you're not on a tour, you'll need to arrange a boat to get you here. Even though the motus are a fair bit off the shore of the heavily forested islands, you will still run into mosquitoes. A local mosquito repellent is smoke, so on many beach days you'll find coconut husks and palm fronds smoldering along the shoreline to keep the little vampires at bay. A nice breeze, though, also can help blow the little buggers away. It's Donna on her private motu. Look at this spectacular water. Let's go see what we can find. The water of this motu is amazingly clear and warm, but as I quickly learned, on the northwest side of the island, it's painfully shallow. I mean, literally, within a few minutes, my knee was viciously attacked by a small coral head. I know my truth. So a quick rest to let the blood dry and take advantage of the fresh fruits put out by our captain. And let's try this again on the south side of the motu, not far from the boat. You know, the side with the small boat wrecked on the reef? About 50 yards from the beach, there were loads of fish, and most seemed to be trying to pile into a small split between two of the coral heads. These appear to be a mix of goatfish and maybe a few mullets thrown in, but they were a beautiful blend of yellows, peach, and silver, with a couple of colorful tropical reef fish thrown in for good measure, and all just a few short steps from the beach. So our hour on the motu went by very fast, but somehow Donna Doobies still ended up with another Tahitian pearl. Now Danny and Grandma are going to be next up on tour with Tama for the afternoon river excursion. But for me, honestly, it went by like a blur. After we all had a chance to shower up, Windstar had an amazing treat for us. The Raiatea-based Mamas and the Poppas, a troupe of musicians, dancers, and singers spanning 4 generations, performed as the sun set over the South Pacific.
Famous for its tiare apetahi, a flower.
Mamas and the Poppas have been treating Windstar guests with the wonderful music and dance since the cruise line began coming to French Polynesia. The group also has captured several awards over the years for competitions within the archipelago. Now this was the weekend where they celebrate Mother's Day in the islands. So this special song was dedicated to all of the mothers out there.
French Polynesia.
So you think it looks easy, huh? Well, Danny and Donna are gonna find out real shortly.
You all ready? Yes, smile. Ready, ready? Here we go now. Push it.
Okay, the ladies did great. Now it was up to Stryker to teach old Pop a few dance moves. Harsh! In one of the sweetest moments I have ever had traveling, the littlest of the dancers both ran up to Danny and covered her with flowers, tied on bracelets, and piled on the hugs. They just loved her, and it was mutual, and it still brings tears to my eyes. Brief connections, but full of love. For dinner tonight, Rex and Candles found us a table, and it was another great meal, starting with the chowder and continuing on with sides of roasted potatoes, asparagus, rings, and of course an excellent steak for me and seafood skewers for Danny. Oh, and some lobster mac too. Yeah, we were full to be sure, but not too full for some dancing and dessert to end the night. First up, the Macarena with BD2, Danny, and her brother Striker. Not to be outdone, though. The older guys take over with Julian leading the charge. What a fabulous day of new places and new friends. I can't wait to see what happens next.